Welcome to Dr. Smith Healthy Lifestyle, where we explore the hidden world inside your human body and its amazing secrets. Today we will discover how your gut microbiome serves as powerful guardian, actively protecting you from many dangerous serious illnesses. It is not just a simple digestive organ, it is actually a highly sophisticated command center for your entire immunity. More than 70% of your immune system resides directly within your gut, constantly learning from the bacteria living there. These microscopic organisms act as master trainers, carefully teaching your defensive cells how to recognize and eliminate dangerous abnormal growths. Without this crucial microbial guidance, your immune system would be completely blind to many silent threats developing inside your body. We will explore 5 distinct protective mechanisms that these beneficial bacteria use to keep your cellular environment perfectly safe today. The first protective mechanism is the Epigenetic Guardian, a fascinating biological process involving specific chemical compounds produced during normal digestion. Certain beneficial gut bacteria, like Fecalibacterium, actively ferment dietary fibers you consume to produce a special molecule called beneficial butyrate. This powerful butyrate molecule travels through your bloodstream and directly interacts with the DNA structure inside your potentially vulnerable cells. Sometimes, abnormal cellular mutations can accidentally turn off important tumor suppressor genes, leaving your body exposed to dangerous uncontrolled growths. Butyrate acts as a master key, successfully unlocking and reactivating these crucial suppressor genes to restore your natural cellular defenses. When these genes are reactivated by the butyrate, they force the abnormal cells to undergo a programmed death called apoptosis. This incredible self-destruction mechanism ensures that dangerous mutations cannot survive or multiply within your healthy and balanced internal ecosystem. Without enough dietary fiber, your bacteria cannot produce sufficient butyrate to maintain this essential genetic protection against serious cellular diseases. Therefore, feeding your microbiome is exactly the same as feeding your own internal army of dedicated genetic guardians every day. This beautiful symbiotic relationship has evolved over millions of years to ensure our ultimate survival against countless microscopic environmental threats. The second protective mechanism involves direct immune training, where beneficial bacteria act as experienced drill sergeants for your defensive cells. Specific microbial strains like Akkermansia actively interact with specialized dendritic cells located just beneath your delicate intestinal mucosal lining layer. These dendritic cells act as intelligent biological scouts, constantly sampling the microbial environment to gather important information about potential threats. When stimulated by Akkermansia, these scouts quickly travel to your lymph nodes to activate a powerful group of immune soldiers. These soldiers are known as CD8-positive T cells, which are highly specialized assassins designed to hunt down abnormal growths. Once fully activated by the dendritic cells, these formidable microscopic assassins relentlessly patrol your entire body searching for dangerous anomalies. They possess the unique ability to recognize specific proteins displayed on the surface of mutated cells and destroy them instantly. A healthy population of Akkermansia ensures that your immune system remains highly alert and perfectly calibrated to handle any danger. Conversely, a severe lack of these beneficial trainers leaves your immune soldiers completely unprepared to fight off serious cellular mutations. You can naturally boost your Akkermansia levels by consuming foods rich in specific polyphenols like dark berries and green tea. This brings us perfectly to the third vital protective mechanism, which is the physical maintenance of your intestinal barrier wall. Your gut lining is covered by a thick protective mucus layer that physically separates your delicate cells from digestive waste. Fascinatingly, bacteria like Akkermansia actually feed on this mucus, which paradoxically stimulates your body to produce an even stronger layer. This reinforced physical barrier prevents dangerous microscopic toxins and harmful pathogens from leaking out of your gut into your bloodstream. When this delicate barrier becomes damaged or dangerously thin, you develop a serious condition commonly known as leaky gut syndrome. This allows harmful bacterial fragments called lipopolysaccharides to constantly flood your sensitive bloodstream, triggering a massive systemic inflammatory immune response. This continuous low-grade inflammation is scientifically known as inflammaging, a highly destructive process that significantly accelerates your cellular aging. Chronic inflammation creates a highly toxic internal environment that actively encourages healthy cells to mutate and form dangerous abnormal growths. Furthermore, dealing with this constant inflammatory emergency completely exhausts your immune system, leaving it unable to patrol for cellular mutations. By maintaining a robust and healthy mucosal barrier, your microbiome effectively prevents this dangerous inflammatory cascade from ever starting today. The fourth protective mechanism is incredibly fascinating, involving the direct reactivation of specialized immune cells that have been forcefully suppressed. Dangerous abnormal growths have evolved a highly deceptive strategy to survive by actively releasing chemicals that completely paralyze surrounding immune cells. These paralyzed immune soldiers are essentially put to sleep, allowing the dangerous mutation to grow completely undetected by your body. However, the powerful butyrate molecules produced by your healthy gut bacteria can actually penetrate these suppressed cells and awaken them. By altering their internal genetic expression, butyrate helps these sleeping soldiers break free from the chemical suppression of the tumor. Once fully awakened, these reactivated T cells can immediately resume their critical mission and aggressively attack the dangerous abnormal tissue. This means your gut bacteria provide crucial biochemical backup to your immune system exactly when it needs it the most. The fifth and final mechanism is known as pathogen ecology, which relies on the intense competition for limited internal resources. Your intestinal tract has limited physical space and available nutrients, creating a fiercely competitive environment for all microscopic living organisms. When your gut is completely filled with diverse beneficial bacteria, there is simply no room left for dangerous pathogens to grow. This intense competition naturally prevents the overgrowth of highly destructive bacteria like Fusobacterium, which is strongly linked to cellular mutations. These harmful bacterial strains actively produce dangerous toxins that directly damage your cellular DNA and promote rapid uncontrolled tissue growth. By simply occupying all available real estate, your beneficial microbes act as a natural defensive shield against these microscopic invaders. Together, these 5 incredible mechanisms demonstrate exactly why your gut microbiome is the absolute foundation of your long-term health. Unfortunately, our modern Western lifestyle is rapidly destroying this precious internal ecosystem, leaving our immune systems weak and completely vulnerable. Diets heavily loaded with ultra-processed junk food and artificial chemicals actively starve your beneficial bacteria and promote harmful pathogens. Furthermore, the frequent overuse of powerful medical antibiotics completely wipes out entire populations of your essential microscopic defensive army troops. To reverse this dangerous damage, we must implement a specific daily protocol designed to perfectly rebuild and nourish your microbiome. The very first critical step of this protocol is consuming exactly 30 grams of diverse dietary fiber every single day. You must source this fiber from complex foods like hearty oats, various beans, pungent onions, fresh garlic, and green bananas. These specific complex fibers are the absolute favorite food for the beneficial bacterial strains that produce your protective butyrate molecules. The second essential step is achieving true botanical diversity by eating at least 30 different plant types every single week. Every unique plant contains specific biological compounds that perfectly nourish a completely different strain of beneficial bacteria inside your gut. By maximizing your daily plant diversity, you actively build a highly resilient and powerfully diverse internal microscopic defensive military force. The third crucial step involves consuming between 1 and 6 portions of high-quality fermented foods every single day consistently. Traditional foods like natural yogurt, tangy kefir, raw sauerkraut, and spicy kimchi introduce billions of temporary helpful microbes into you. These transient microscopic visitors actively help to significantly reduce systemic inflammation while simultaneously encouraging your permanent beneficial bacteria to multiply. The fourth vital step is strictly limiting your consumption of highly processed meats like commercial sausages and crispy smoked bacon. These ultra-processed industrial products contain harsh chemical preservatives that directly damage your delicate gut lining and promote harmful pathogens. You must also actively avoid artificial emulsifiers and synthetic sweeteners which have been proven to completely disrupt healthy microbial communication. The fifth and final step of this powerful protocol involves optimizing your overall daily lifestyle habits for maximum biological efficiency. Engaging in moderate daily physical exercise actively increases the beneficial diversity of your microbiome and improves your overall digestive motility. Furthermore, securing exactly 7 to 8 hours of deep restful sleep is absolutely critical for proper nocturnal cellular repair processes. Your microscopic bacterial friends actually follow their own circadian rhythms and require adequate downtime to properly maintain your intestinal fortress. Proper sleep also powerfully reduces chronic psychological stress, which is known to severely damage your delicate internal microbial ecosystem balance. By strictly following this comprehensive daily protocol, you are actively reprogramming your entire biological system for maximum longevity and vitality. Your newly strengthened immune system will possess the exact microscopic training required to easily identify and destroy dangerous abnormal cells. Your perfectly maintained intestinal barrier will successfully prevent any harmful toxic leakage, effectively stopping chronic systemic inflammation in its tracks. Your crucial defensive T cells will remain fully awake and constantly ready to aggressively defend your precious internal biological territory. And your highly diverse microbial ecology will naturally prevent any dangerous pathogenic invaders from ever establishing a permanent dangerous foothold. The ultimate power to completely transform your long-term health literally resides within the daily dietary choices you make today. Start slowly by simply adding just one extra serving of healthy complex dietary fiber to your normal daily nutritional routine. Then gradually introduce a small portion of natural fermented foods to begin actively repopulating your internal defensive microbial army ranks. Remember that beautifully rebuilding this highly complex microscopic internal ecosystem is a gradual marathon, not a quick and easy sprint. Your trillions of tiny microscopic friends are constantly working incredibly hard to keep your entire complex biological machine running perfectly. As we continue to explore this fascinating microscopic universe, we will uncover even more incredible secrets about your biological existence. Modern medical science is just beginning to truly understand the absolute immense power hidden within your lower intestinal digestive tract. The promising future of advanced preventative medicine relies heavily on properly understanding and carefully manipulating this delicate internal microbial balance. By taking proactive steps today, you are actively investing in a much healthier and significantly more resilient biological future tomorrow. Please share this vital scientific information with your beloved friends and family to help them effectively protect their own health. Never forget the powerful epigenetic guardians constantly producing beneficial butyrate to perfectly maintain your crucial cellular tumor suppressor gene functions. Always remember the vital immune training provided by Akkermansia to keep your defensive CD8 positive T cells perfectly sharp today. Maintain that highly essential physical mucosal barrier to successfully prevent dangerous systemic inflammation from slowly destroying your precious internal tissues. Trust in your healthy microbiome to constantly reactivate any deeply suppressed immune soldiers whenever a dangerous hidden threat silently emerges. And always cultivate a highly diverse internal ecology to naturally crowd out any highly dangerous and deeply destructive pathogenic invaders. The strict daily protocol is your ultimate practical guide to achieving this perfect state of optimal internal microscopic biological harmony. 30 grams of high-quality diverse dietary fiber is the absolute non-negotiable daily minimum requirement for true cellular protection. 30 different colorful plant types every single week provides the exact necessary biochemical variety to support a highly resilient microbiome. Daily fermented foods act as a constant soothing biological balm, actively reducing dangerous internal inflammation and promoting healthy cellular growth. Strictly avoiding ultra-processed industrial garbage perfectly protects your delicate internal defensive mucosal lining from unnecessary harsh toxic chemical damage. Proper restorative sleep and moderate daily exercise complete this powerful holistic approach to maximizing your absolute long-term biological potential. Your incredibly complex human body is a beautifully designed biological masterpiece that desperately requires the correct microscopic tools to thrive. The gut microbiome is undeniably the absolute central processing unit for your entire highly sophisticated internal defensive immune system network. True lasting health does not simply come from a pharmacy bottle. It actively grows from within your own digestive system. We must learn to deeply respect and carefully nourish these trillions of tiny microscopic organisms that work tirelessly for us. This delicate internal ecosystem is highly sensitive to every single bite of food you choose to consume throughout your day. Make the highly intelligent choice to actively feed your incredibly loyal microscopic defensive army exactly what they desperately need today. The ultimate biological reward for this dedicated daily effort is a beautifully long, vibrantly healthy, and completely disease-free life. Your fully optimized internal immune system will act as an impenetrable biological shield against countless dangerous external and internal threats. The continuous daily production of beneficial butyrate will constantly ensure that your crucial cellular DNA remains perfectly stable and protected. Your highly trained immune assassins will remain perfectly sharp and constantly ready to aggressively eliminate any dangerous abnormal cellular mutations. Your perfectly intact mucosal barrier will successfully keep all dangerous inflammatory microscopic toxins safely locked away from your sensitive bloodstream. No dangerous abnormal growth will ever be able to successfully suppress your highly vigilant internal defensive immune soldiers again today. And absolutely no highly destructive pathogenic bacteria will ever find enough empty physical space to successfully multiply within your gut. Commit yourself fully to this highly effective daily biological protocol and watch your overall physical vitality completely transform for good. Every single time you sit down to eat, remember that you are actively feeding trillions of tiny loyal microscopic friends. Taking excellent care of your highly complex internal microbiome is the ultimate form of true deep personal self-care today. This fascinating ongoing biological journey requires your constant daily dedication and deep personal commitment to achieving optimal long-term health. Equipped with this powerful new scientific knowledge, you now possess the exact biological tools required to completely protect your body. It is absolutely never too late to begin actively repairing and successfully rebuilding your highly damaged internal microscopic defensive ecosystem. Your incredibly resilient human body possesses an absolutely astonishing natural biological ability to deeply heal itself when given proper support. Simply provide the correct high-quality complex dietary materials, and your beneficial microscopic bacteria will eagerly do all the rest. The profound natural wisdom deeply embedded within this complex microscopic internal ecosystem is truly a magnificent biological wonder to behold. Learn to carefully listen to the subtle biological signals that your highly intelligent internal digestive system constantly sends to you. Excellent daily digestion is always the very first clear indicator of a highly robust and perfectly functioning internal immune system. When your internal microbial army is fully nourished, you will naturally experience incredibly abundant daily physical energy and mental clarity. Even your overall daily psychological mood will significantly improve as your deeply balanced microbiome actively produces highly beneficial neurochemical compounds. Actively managing your daily psychological stress levels is just as critically important as maintaining your strict daily complex dietary protocol. True holistic biological health relies entirely on achieving this perfect delicate balance between your complex physical diet and mental state. Consistent daily execution of this highly effective biological protocol is the absolute true secret to achieving massive long-term success. Never underestimate the profound biological impact of simply eating a highly diverse bowl of fresh complex plant foods every day. Every single daily meal presents a wonderful new biological opportunity to actively strengthen your highly complex internal microscopic defensive fortress. Embrace this incredibly powerful new scientific paradigm and step confidently into a beautifully bright, vibrantly healthy, and completely disease-free future. Always remember that over 70% of your highly complex immune system directly relies on these trillions of tiny microbes. They are the absolute master biological teachers that constantly train your internal defensive cells to successfully fight off dangerous diseases. The incredibly powerful epigenetic guardian mechanism proves that your daily diet can literally control your highly sensitive internal genetic expression. By constantly feeding your beneficial bacteria complex dietary fiber, you ensure a highly steady internal supply of crucial protective butyrate. This steady butyrate supply guarantees that any highly dangerous abnormal cellular mutations will be swiftly forced to undergo programmed apoptosis. The highly specific immune training provided by Akkermansia ensures that your internal defensive soldiers are always perfectly prepared for battle. Your highly specialized CD8 positive T cells will remain incredibly sharp and constantly ready to aggressively hunt down dangerous anomalies. Maintaining a perfectly thick and highly robust intestinal mucosal barrier is absolutely essential for preventing dangerous systemic internal inflammatory cascades. By successfully stopping this dangerous microscopic toxic leakage, you effectively halt the highly destructive biological process known as chronic inflammaging. The incredible biological ability of butyrate to successfully reactivate deeply suppressed immune cells provides an absolutely crucial secondary defensive layer. This powerful secondary layer ensures that highly deceptive abnormal growths can never successfully hide from your highly vigilant immune system. Finally, the fierce internal biological competition of pathogen ecology naturally prevents any highly destructive bacterial strains from ever taking control. A highly diverse and powerfully populated beneficial microbiome is your absolute best natural biological defense against dangerous internal microscopic invaders. Strictly implementing the comprehensive daily biological protocol is the only proven scientific way to actively achieve this perfect internal state. Never compromise on consuming your highly essential 30 grams of diverse complex dietary fiber every single day without any exceptions. Always strive to actively include at least 30 completely different colorful plant types in your weekly complex dietary nutritional plan. Consistently enjoy your daily portions of high-quality natural fermented foods to constantly refresh your internal microscopic defensive army ranks. Absolutely refuse to actively consume highly destructive ultra-processed industrial meats that directly damage your delicate internal defensive mucosal lining. Fiercely protect your highly essential 7 to 8 hours of deep restorative nocturnal sleep to ensure proper internal cellular repair. And consistently engage in moderate daily physical exercise to actively keep your highly complex internal biological systems running perfectly smoothly. Your overall long-term physical health is undeniably the absolute most valuable biological asset you will ever possess in life. Actively investing in your highly complex internal microbiome today will continuously pay massive biological dividends for many long decades ahead. The profound microscopic biological miracles happening deep inside your digestive tract every single second are truly absolutely astonishing to comprehend. This perfectly evolved microscopic biological partnership between human cells and beneficial bacteria is the absolute true foundation of human survival. We must fiercely protect this highly delicate internal biological ecosystem from the highly destructive forces of modern ultra-processed diets. By actively returning to a highly diverse natural plant-based diet, we successfully restore our completely natural internal biological harmony. Your incredibly complex human body absolutely wants to deeply heal itself and constantly maintain a perfectly healthy internal biological state. You simply must actively provide it with the correct microscopic biological tools through your highly conscious daily complex dietary choices. Every single new day presents a completely fresh biological opportunity to actively rebuild your highly complex internal microscopic defensive fortress. Be incredibly patient with your highly complex biological system as it slowly repairs the extensive microscopic damage of past years. Gradually, you will absolutely begin to intensely feel the profound positive biological changes deeply radiating throughout your entire physical body. Your newly optimized internal immune system will eventually become an absolutely impenetrable biological fortress against countless highly dangerous microscopic threats. This incredible biological resilience naturally provides an absolutely profound sense of deep personal peace and lasting long-term physical security. Please actively share this incredibly powerful biological knowledge with everyone you deeply care about to help them completely heal themselves. Together, we can successfully reverse the highly dangerous modern biological trend of chronic systemic inflammation and deeply devastating cellular diseases. Never forget the absolute critical biological importance of those tiny beneficial butyrate molecules constantly protecting your highly sensitive cellular DNA. Always deeply appreciate the highly dedicated biological training constantly provided by Akkermansia to your incredibly sharp internal defensive immune soldiers. Constantly visualize your highly robust intestinal mucosal barrier actively blocking all highly dangerous microscopic toxins from ever entering your bloodstream. Trust entirely in your highly diverse microbiome to constantly reactivate any deeply suppressed immune cells whenever a dangerous threat emerges. And always actively maintain a highly fiercely competitive internal biological ecology to completely prevent any dangerous pathogenic bacteria from surviving. 30 grams of highly diverse complex dietary fiber is absolutely your most powerful daily biological weapon against dangerous cellular diseases. 30 completely different colorful plant types every single week absolutely guarantees the perfect biochemical nourishment for your highly diverse microbiome. Daily high-quality fermented foods provide an absolutely essential constant biological reinforcement to your highly complex internal microscopic defensive army. Highly processed industrial meats are incredibly toxic biological poisons that completely destroy your highly sensitive internal defensive mucosal lining layer. Deep restorative nocturnal sleep is absolutely non-negotiable for the proper biological maintenance of your highly complex internal defensive fortress. Moderate daily physical exercise actively ensures that your highly complex internal biological systems remain perfectly efficient and completely disease-free. Modern medical science will absolutely continue to uncover even more astonishing biological secrets hidden deeply within your highly complex microbiome. We have only just barely begun to completely understand the absolute true biological power of these trillions of tiny microbes. The ultimate biological potential for completely natural human healing and profound long-term disease prevention is truly absolutely incredibly limitless. Take absolute full personal control of your incredibly precious long-term biological health by strictly implementing this highly effective protocol. Do not simply wait for a highly dangerous cellular disease to silently develop before finally taking crucial proactive biological action. Begin actively building your absolutely impenetrable internal microscopic biological fortress right now with your very next highly conscious dietary meal. We at Drive Smith Healthy Lifestyle are absolutely deeply committed to constantly providing you with this highly crucial scientific knowledge. Our ultimate biological mission is to successfully empower you to completely transform your incredibly precious long-term physical human health. We deeply appreciate your highly dedicated personal commitment to truly understanding this incredibly complex and highly fascinating microscopic biological universe. Please continue to actively join us on this highly profound ongoing biological journey toward achieving absolutely optimal long-term vitality. We will absolutely continue to bring you the very latest highly crucial scientific discoveries regarding your incredibly complex internal microbiome. The absolutely astonishing biological miracles happening deep inside your highly complex digestive tract will never cease to completely amaze us. Let us quickly review those 5 absolutely critical biological protective mechanisms one final time to deeply solidify this crucial knowledge. Mechanism 1. The highly powerful epigenetic guardian constantly produces beneficial butyrate to perfectly maintain your crucial cellular tumor suppressor genes. Mechanism 2. The highly specific immune training constantly provided by Akkermansia perfectly prepares your internal defensive soldiers for immediate battle. Mechanism 3. The absolutely essential physical mucosal barrier successfully prevents highly dangerous systemic inflammation from slowly destroying your precious tissues. Mechanism 4. The incredible biological ability of butyrate to successfully reactivate deeply suppressed immune cells provides absolutely crucial secondary defense. Mechanism 5. The fierce internal biological competition of pathogen ecology naturally prevents any highly destructive bacterial strains from ever surviving. And let us firmly reiterate the absolutely crucial daily biological protocol required to perfectly maintain this highly complex internal ecosystem. Exactly 30 grams of highly diverse complex dietary fiber every single day is your absolute non-negotiable daily biological minimum. Exactly 30 completely different colorful plant types every single week absolutely guarantees perfect biochemical nourishment for your highly diverse microbiome. Daily high-quality fermented foods provide an absolutely essential constant biological reinforcement to your highly complex internal microscopic defensive army. Absolutely refuse to actively consume highly destructive ultra-processed industrial meats that directly damage your delicate internal defensive mucosal lining. Fiercely protect your highly essential 7 to 8 hours of deep restorative nocturnal sleep to ensure proper internal cellular repair. And consistently engage in moderate daily physical exercise to actively keep your highly complex internal biological systems running perfectly smoothly. Make this highly profound personal biological commitment to yourself right now and completely transform your overall long-term physical health. You absolutely possess the ultimate biological power to completely heal your incredibly complex human body from the deep inside out. Never let your trillions of highly loyal microscopic internal defensive friends slowly starve from a severe lack of dietary fiber. Actively nourish them perfectly every single day and they will absolutely fiercely protect you from countless highly dangerous cellular diseases. Imagine a beautifully bright future where completely preventable highly dangerous chronic cellular diseases simply no longer exist in your body. This absolutely incredible biological reality is completely possible if you strictly follow this highly effective daily complex dietary preventative protocol. Optimal long-term physical health is not simply random biological luck, it is a highly conscious daily complex dietary choice. Always actively choose robust biological life by constantly feeding your highly complex internal microscopic defensive army exactly what they need. Every single highly sensitive cell in your incredibly complex human body will absolutely deeply thank you for this dedicated effort. Your newly optimized internal immune system will absolutely deeply thank you by constantly keeping you completely safe from hidden dangers. Your perfectly functioning internal digestive system will absolutely deeply thank you by constantly providing incredibly abundant daily physical energy levels. And your significantly healthier future self will absolutely deeply thank you for making this highly crucial biological decision right today. The absolutely most profound biological truth is that you are essentially a highly complex walking microscopic ecosystem of living organisms. You must actively tend to this highly delicate internal biological garden with absolutely extreme daily care and profound personal dedication. Constantly pull out the highly destructive biological weeds by strictly avoiding ultra-processed industrial garbage and dangerous artificial chemical additives. Constantly water your highly precious internal biological garden with massive daily amounts of highly diverse complex dietary plant-based fiber. Constantly plant fresh new beneficial biological seeds by consistently consuming high-quality natural fermented foods every single day without fail. Eventually, your highly complex internal biological garden will absolutely beautifully bloom into a perfectly resilient and completely disease-free fortress. The absolutely incredible biological miracles constantly performed by those tiny beneficial butyrate molecules cannot possibly be overstated in modern medicine. The absolutely incredible biological training constantly provided by Akkermansia is absolutely essential for maintaining a perfectly sharp internal immune system. The absolutely incredible biological protection constantly provided by your thick intestinal mucosal barrier completely prevents highly dangerous systemic chronic inflammation. The absolutely incredible biological vigilance constantly maintained by your highly specialized CD8 positive T cells keeps your cellular DNA safe. And the absolutely incredible biological competition constantly maintained by a highly diverse microbiome completely prevents dangerous pathogenic bacterial overgrowth today. You now absolutely possess the ultimate scientific biological knowledge required to completely take back full control of your physical health. Actively use this highly powerful biological knowledge every single day to constantly make significantly better and much healthier dietary choices. Absolutely do not simply wait for a highly dangerous medical emergency to finally force you into making these crucial changes. True proactive biological prevention is always infinitely better and significantly easier than attempting to medically cure a highly dangerous disease. Your highly complex internal defensive immune system absolutely desperately needs your constant daily dietary help to properly do its job. Always actively be the absolute best biological ally to your highly loyal internal microscopic defensive army by feeding them perfectly. Human biological life is incredibly precious and highly delicate, requiring absolutely constant daily maintenance to completely avoid highly dangerous mutations. Fiercely protect your incredibly precious biological life by constantly maintaining a perfectly healthy and highly diverse internal microscopic defensive ecosystem. Always be absolutely incredibly proud of your beautifully complex human body and constantly treat it with the deepest profound respect. Your incredibly complex human body is your only true permanent physical home. Absolutely never actively pollute it with industrial garbage. Actively purify your highly sensitive internal biological systems by strictly adhering to this highly effective daily complex dietary preventative protocol. Experience a completely profound biological rebirth as your highly optimized internal immune system perfectly clears away all dangerous hidden threats. Embrace this incredibly powerful new daily biological vitality and actively live your completely precious human life to its absolute fullest. Actively radiate this profound new biological health outward and constantly inspire everyone around you to completely heal their own bodies. Together, we can successfully build a significantly healthier and much more biologically resilient human community completely free from chronic diseases. This incredibly profound global biological shift absolutely begins right now with your very own highly conscious daily complex dietary choices. Never underestimate the absolutely incredible biological power of a single dedicated individual constantly choosing to strictly follow this healing protocol. You are absolutely a highly crucial biological pioneer in this incredibly profound modern medical revolution of complete natural proactive prevention. Always actively lead by a perfectly shining personal biological example and constantly show others the true path to optimal health. The absolute profound biological truth about your highly complex internal microbiome will eventually completely revolutionize all modern human medical science. This is absolutely completely real highly advanced biological science. Not simply just another highly temporary modern dietary health passing fad. These highly profound biological preventative principles have absolutely perfectly guided natural human cellular evolution for many millions of long years. We must absolutely deeply respect our highly complex natural biological evolutionary history by constantly eating exactly what our bodies require. Actively returning to our highly diverse natural plant-based biological roots is the only absolutely true path to lasting health. Strictly avoiding all highly destructive artificial industrial biological chemicals is absolutely non-negotiable for maintaining a perfectly healthy internal ecosystem. Always actively embrace the absolute perfect biological purity of completely natural highly diverse whole foods to perfectly nourish your microbiome. Your incredibly complex and beautifully designed human body absolutely deeply deserves the absolute highest quality natural biological nourishment available today. Absolutely never actively compromise on your highly precious long-term physical biological health for mere temporary industrial dietary convenience ever. True optimal long-term biological health is absolutely undeniably the most incredibly valuable physical asset you will ever truly own. Fiercely protect this highly precious biological asset with absolutely everything you have by strictly following this highly effective daily protocol. You are absolutely never completely alone. You have trillions of highly loyal microscopic internal biological friends constantly fighting for you. Actively support this highly dedicated internal microscopic biological defensive army by constantly providing them with exactly what they desperately need. The absolutely incredible collective biological power of your highly diverse internal microbiome is truly an absolutely magnificent force of nature. Actively harness this incredibly profound natural biological power today to completely transform your overall long-term physical human health forever. As we finally conclude this highly fascinating deep biological dive into your incredibly complex internal microscopic defensive immune system network, please always strictly remember to actively implement the highly crucial daily biological protocol to perfectly maintain your absolute optimal health. Your highly precious long-term physical biological health is absolutely completely resting entirely in your very own highly capable hands. Thank you for watching Drive Smith Healthy Lifestyle. Stay healthy, eat well, and always remember to nourish your microscopic friends.